Hello everyone, I am Anshika and today I am going to discuss the concept of kidnapping and abduction. So first of all, what is kidnapping? According to section 359 of Indian Penal Code, kidnapping can be classified as kidnapping from India and kidnapping from lawful guardianship. Section 360 of the code says that when a person is conveyed beyond the limits of India without that person's consent, the person who takes such person is said to kidnap that person from India. And as per section 361 of the code provides that when a person entices a minor, 16 years old in the case of male and 18 years in the case of female, or a person of unsound mind, person so enticing will be held liable for kidnapping such minor or person from lawful guardianship. In the case of State of Haryana versus Rajaram, the accused induced the prosecutrix, who was 14 years of age, away from her lawful guardianship. The Supreme Court held that the persuasion by the accused created a willing on the part of minor which kept her away from her lawful guardianship, and therefore it amounted to kidnapping. Now, what is abduction? Abduction has been defined in section 362 of Indian Penal Code, which says that if a person either by force compels a person or induces another person to go from any place, is said to abduct such person. In the case of Bahadur Ali versus King Emperor, the accused misrepresented himself as a police constable and kept a girl in his house for ransom of rupees 600. The court held that his amount amounted to abduction. So I will differentiate between abduction and kidnapping on 7 bases. The first base is age of the aggrieved person. In case of kidnapping, the age of the aggrieved person is according to section 361 of the IPC is 16 years in case of males and 18 years in case of females, as seen in the case of State of Haryana versus Rajaram. But in case of abduction, there is no such age limit. Any person either by force has compelled or induced any other person to go from any place irrespective of the age shall be booked with abduction, as in the case of Bahadur Ali versus King Emperor. Second basis is removal from lawful guardianship. In kidnapping, the lawful guardianship shall include any person who has been authorized by law to take care of the person who has yet not attained the age of majority. A lawful guardian may be parents, in-laws, etc. As kidnapping takes into consideration the age of the person being kidnapped, the crime involves the taking away from the guardianship of a lawful person who has been authorized by law to take care of such minor. But since in abduction, it considers only the person who has been abducted, lawful guardianship does not come into picture. Third basis is means. Kidnapping involves taking away or enticement by the kidnapper. The means used for such purpose is irrelevant. Whereas in abduction, the means may be force, compulsion, or any deceitful means. Fourth basis is consent. In case of kidnapping, the consent of the person kidnapped is immaterial, as the person being kidnapped is a minor. And according to law, such person is unable to provide for free consent. The consent obtained from the person shall be a tainted one, as seen in the case of State of Haryana versus Rajaram. But in case of abduction, the consent of the person abducted condones the accused from the offences so charged against him or her. The fifth base is intention of the accused. In case of kidnapping, the intention of the person kidnapping a minor is immaterial so as to the crime committed by the accused, which we see in the case of Queen versus Prince. But in case of abduction, the intention of the person abducted is a very important factor in determining the guilt of the accused person. Next one is punishment. Kidnapping is a substantive offense. Section 363 of IPC provides for a punishment of kidnapping for a descriptive term which may extend to 7 years, and he or she shall also be liable for fine. Some specific punishments as provided for kidnapping under the Indian Penal Code are number 1 is kidnapping for purpose of begging. for which the punishment is 10 years plus fine, which is covered in section 363A. Next one is kidnapping in order to murder. For this punishment is also 10 years plus fine, which is covered in section 364. Next is kidnapping for ransom. Punishment here is also 10 years plus fine, and it is covered in section 364A of IPC. Next is kidnapping with intent to wrongfully confine a person. For this, the punishment is 7 years plus fine, which is covered in section 365. Next is kidnapping as to compel a woman to marry, which is for this the punishment is 10 years plus fine, and it is covered in section 366. Next is kidnapping as to a subject a person to grievous hurt. For this punishment is 10 years plus fine. It is covered in section 367. And last one is kidnapping a child under 10 years of age in order to steal from a person. For this the punishment is 7 years plus fine, which is covered in section 369 of IPC. Whereas abduction is only an auxiliary act and is not punishable in itself. Therefore, there is no general punishment for abduction in the Indian Penal Code. But some specific types of abduction attract the following punishments. Like abduction in order to murder, the punishment for this is 10 years plus fine, which is covered in section 364. Next is abduction with intent to wrongfully confine a person. For this, the punishment is 7 years plus fine, which is covered in section 365. Next is abduction so as to compel a woman to marry, for which the punishment is 10 years plus fine, which is covered in section 366. Next is abduction so as to subject a person to grievous hurt, for which the punishment is 10 years plus fine, which is covered in section 367. Last one is abducting a child under 10 years of age in order to steal from a person. For this, the punishment is 7 years plus fine, and which is covered under section 369 of IPC. Last basis is continuity of the crime. Kidnapping is not a continuing offense. The offense is done as soon as the person accused removes the person from his or her lawful guardianship. Whereas abduction is a continuing process, and the person so abducted is removed from one place to another. Some other case laws related to kidnapping and abduction are S. Varadarajan versus State of Madras, year 1965. Next is State of Haryana versus Raja Ram, year 1973. Next is Thakur Lal Vadgama versus State of Gujarat, year 1973. Next is Prakash versus State of Haryana, 2004, and there are many others. So I hope the basis of kidnapping and abduction are clear to all of you. In case of any doubt, do write in the comment section. Thank you. Stay safe.